Do you need a guru? So I'm going to speak from my own personal experience here. Um, I know some traditions say that finding a guru is either really important or something that you have to do in order to reach awakening. But uh, that's just some traditions, and not everybody feels that way. And I have always been skeptical of that position because I'm skeptical of putting myself in the hands of somebody else. I don't want to be taken advantage of. And I've always kind of been a little bit of a rogue kind of person in the sense that I like to derive my own answers. I like doing research and hearing what people have to say, but I don't really usually put my faith into somebody or something. I try to understand or grok it myself. That's kind of my past there. But so with that mindset, what I did do is I listened to a lot of different speakers, quote unquote gurus, read a lot of different books, did a lot of contemplation, meditation, and I did have some preferred speakers or guru type people that I um, maybe had a preference towards their style. Um, but I always tried to remind myself and stay grounded and not buy into one particular person or source entirely or too much because I always thought that I could keep myself sort of grounded by you know having multiple sources that I could even if I had a preference for one, even if I had a little bit of a feeling that that's all I needed, I tried to keep myself grounded by listening to a lot of different people. And I would recommend that, but like I said, this is my personal journey. So um, for me, I think that allowed me not to become um, deluded any more than I needed to become. Because inevitably there'll be some, before we even start doing some spiritual seeking, we come from a deluded place. And as we learn about non-duality and spirituality, there's going to be some misinterpretations and some more diluted ideas and thinking along the way, and that's pretty normal. But what I will say though is um, well, first off, if you find that you're really gravitating towards one teaching or one person, the more that you feel you're doing that, more important it is to check in with yourself and you know check in with yourself of like how much of your authority are you giving away to this person or this organization or whatever. How much are you basically outsourcing your wisdom to somebody else? Are you just kind of dogmatically believing things that you're being told? And if that's happening, then you might want to either take a break for a little bit and reassess how you feel about the stuff that you've been learning and the changes that have been happening. Or you might want to kind of pull out from that one person or teaching or organization and start to spread yourself a little thinner across different people. That would be my advice if you are anything like me, or your progress is anything like mine. I would recommend that. um, if you're doing the same thing, the same practices, following the same person or teachings or organization for years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, that's another kind of red flag that somebody could either be leading you on, or maybe it's just not the right style for you. It shouldn't take that long. I mean, maybe sometimes it is supposed to. I guess everything happens, and there's no real shoulds or shouldn'ts. But if there could be any intervention there that makes it so you can uh, have better success, then I think that's good. So yeah, if you're spending 15, 20 years, 25 years, whatever, doing the same thing, same teaching, same teacher, same whatever, that's a red flag in my opinion. Like, you're probably either being you know, taken advantage of, or pulled along, or B, it's just the person is trying to help you, but they don't know how to, or C, it's just not a good fit, or whatever the reason. It's a good idea to maybe move on. Now, what ended up happening for me is I kind of did all of my contemplation, meditation, research, in my own style. Like I said, I had a lot of different people that I liked to listen to, and but I kind of got to a place where I was having a lot of glimpses, and I feel like awakening kind of happened, so to speak. But it was very muddled, and there was a lot of doubts um, that were interfering with the clarity. Even if I might have stretches of clarity for days or hours or weeks, or they were there and they were tangible, there was a lot of muddled thinking and doubts. So what ended up happening was is I found somebody who seemed legitimate, um, wouldn't call themselves a guru or a teacher or a speaker or anything like that, but somebody who seemed very genuine and authentic. I found them, and they were affordable to speak with, and I spoke with them a total of 3 times. After the first time, that pretty much cleared up any confusion, any muddledness, any it quieted the doubts. It disarmed the doubts. Like, even if doubts could pop up, they didn't have any bite to them. And it was just the person didn't teach me anything new. They didn't have a teaching or a transmission or anything like that. No Shakti pot. They just their clarity was just so authentic that just talking to them for a total of I think it was like 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours total. I was all cleared up. So that's kind of my 2 cents about, do you need a guru? Because I didn't have a guru. I did learn a lot from other people, and in the end, it was exactly what I needed to speak to somebody who has clarity for just a few hours. So maybe in a weird sense, you do need a guru, because that felt like it was something that needed to happen, at least in order for my awakening to clear up at that point. Um, on the other hand, I'm just one data point. So this is just my 2 cents. But my takeaway here that I can share is that I did not need a guru or a teacher the whole time I was seeking, at least not a personal one. And then also, on the other hand, what I apparently needed was to talk to somebody who is like a guru or a teacher for just a few hours, and then, so that might be why people say that. That might be why some traditions say you need a guru. That's just my story. That's my 2 cents. Um, I went with what I thought I needed, and I suggest you do the same. So if you like this video, then please hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, then please subscribe. If you know anybody who might like this, then please share it. And if you have anything you want to say, then please comment down below. And if you want to get notifications whenever I drop new content, then hit that little bell button. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.